We're headed back to Cincinnati for the Icy Hot Bowl. Flacco and Rodgers led their offenses to 866 total combined yards. Here are the odds now in the AFC North. Pittsburgh still first. Then somehow it's Brou's Ravens.
Yeah, Brou.
Damn near tied in the odds.
Yeah.
10-cent difference.
Then the Bengals. Then the Browns.
Browns
Way
45
back.
to 1. It's so bad. Browns and Ravens have the same record.
Brou, I'm almost afraid to ask, what does last night mean for the entirety of the AFC North?
Coach, I was tempted. Before the show, I went and got the Ravens box.
Really?
Tried on the Jordans.
Nice.
Do they still fit? It's like
Still
Cinderella.
They fit like a glove.
Perfect.
I rubbed the robe up against my cheek.
Felt good, didn't it? Like what?
Oh, felt like,
Yep. Felt
yes,
like
very
home.
good. I actually ate some chips.
Did you?
Oh, well, that's typical.
Drank a little soda
Yeah,
pop.
it's still typical.
But I'm going to control myself.
I would hope so.
I'm going to control myself. But the division is there for the day. I don't think any of you believe in Pittsburgh. Don't believe in Joe Flacco. Coach, he's got 2 or 3 games left at this level. He's already had 2 pretty good games for the Bengals. He's got 2 or 3 left. Obviously, the Browns are done. It's there for the taking. Heck, even if they lose to Chicago, they're still in hunt. I don't think they will. That'll hurt me because I'll be like, man, y'all just not that good. Coming off a bye, you lose to Chicago.
You think?
But I think they're going to beat Chicago, assuming Lamar's back. The defense, I'm saying, they held everybody's All-American with 2 great receivers. The guy Nick is now saying, the best receiver in the world, Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, to 17 points.
Brou, that defense looks like this. Like we could.
Well, yeah. For
The
the season, they have looked bad. I'm just saying, I think they found themselves.
Brou, they haven't looked bad.
That's terrible. I agree. I'm just, you're telling me you didn't expect the Rams to put at least 30 on them.
I thought they, again,
What,
I
so
thought
they
that
didn't
they
try?
I thought they played better against the Rams, certainly than they did against the Texans, who didn't
everybody.
The Texans also didn't put 30 on them for the record. They put, I think,
Texans
44
kid.
on them. And the Chiefs put 37 on them through 3 quarters.
Yes, it's been horrible.
so,
Don't get me wrong. If the Rams had put that much on them, I would be less optimistic. Look, and one of those touchdowns by the Rams coach was because Zay Flowers fumbled at like the Ravens' 20-yard line.
Zay Flowers would never have a critical fumble in a big spot.
He had some big fumbles.
So go ahead.
Can I say one thing quickly? One last thing. And Nick knows this well. And I don't want to buy into this. I really don't. They are at a point now, though, because of this 1-5 start, if they just make the playoffs, it's going to look like, what a season. And I'm saying, no, you're still S-Bob. And maybe if they get on a run, that would be good going into the playoffs for them. But Raven Flock Nation should not be like, oh, hey, we came back, won the division, made the playoffs. It was a good year. No, you still S-Bob. I will say that.
Well, just so you know, Baltimore at 1-5. It was one game.
You agree with me, though, don't you? No, you agree with me.
I don't know, man. I just enjoy
I'm just saying, you can't be happy just because we make the playoffs.
Go ahead.
I was with you until the S-Bob comment because just like you, I think this division is still up for grabs. Absolutely. And I don't totally believe in Pittsburgh. And I know Wilder's shaking his head, but they just lost to another defense that didn't have their best player and a quarterback that's been there for 10 days, and they lost that game. And what does Baltimore have? They have the best quarterback in the division by far. And if they string a couple of wins together, the defense can make improvements. You can do some things to get better. And they've also got a running back that obviously, like Saquon, isn't having the season that he had a year ago, but he has that ability. So they could get on a run, and there's nobody else in this division that you say, okay, they're going to run away with it.
Well,
they're chasing people that are inherently catchable.
Listen, I agree the Steelers showed you once again that the defense is not what people thought it was going to be. And I don't think it's been that all year. They have been great at the splash plays. And splash plays are huge. It's the best thing you do as defense is, create a negative play, be it a sack, a TFL, or a turnover. They've been great at that. So the greatest defenses in NFL history were great at that and great at preventing yards. There's then a lot of kind of mushy middle of defenses that looked really good as far as points allowed, but were carried by those havoc plays that was not sustainable. And I feel like that's what happened last night. What happened last night was they only got to Flacco twice after sacking 5.
Right, trying to break the record.
Right, for at least 5 in 4 straight games. They didn't force any turnovers, and all of a sudden, you're getting 30 hung on you again against Joe Flacco when you started the season having Justin Fields hang 30 on you. So my answer is similar to Brou's in this. I don't think the Ravens are dead because I now think it's on the board. 8-9 wins this division.
8-9.
It wouldn't be my pick, but I think it's on the board. But, Coach, I also watched last night and said Cincinnati is not dead either. Cincinnati with Flacco, they don't need Flacco to play like this 10 more games. They need Flacco to play like this 3 or 4 more games.
You think that's it?
But that's
because he's got 3. He might have 3 or 4, not 6.
And that's my point is that what we saw from Flacco. Now you're saying Cincinnati's live. But we've got Lamar Jackson.
Right.
Right, but
Lamar Jackson makes Baltimore live because it's so much better than what Cincinnati has with Joe Flacco, and we think they have life.
Yeah, I agree with you, except there is a big difference between being 3-4 and being 1-5. There's just Cincinnati already has a cushion.
The other thing, too, is Pittsburgh's schedule is much tougher than Baltimore's. I don't know about Cincinnati's.
Cincinnati has the Jets next. They have the Jets, the Bears, and then a bye, and then they play Pittsburgh again. So even if we just say they only go 1-1 against Jets and Bears, then they're 4-5 coming out of the bye up against Pittsburgh that will have just gone through this game, then Green Bay, the Colts, and the Chargers. I think Cincinnati's live. I think Pittsburgh's live. And if Baltimore can get the 20th best defense in the league moving forward, then I think they're live as well to get to 8 or 9 wins, which I think wins the division at this point.
It's time now for the hottest segment in all of sports. It's Upset Alert. We're going to take a quick look at the standings. Brou, I think you were right that you were the only competitor.
Oh, you got 1 point, Brou?
That means I
covered.
I covered.
That's right. Coach, Greg really let you down by picking Detroit. You wouldn't have done it.
Call.
You would have probably. It was an embarrassing pick. We're being honest.
Would you have picked the Giants?
What? He couldn't have because it was Thursday night.
Yeah, it was too early.
Thursday night. Wilds went with the Niners. Listen, they were down 1 late, so they had a shot. And Brou, I think you went with the Cardinals thinking they were going to have Kyler. They ended up having Jacoby, but Jacoby was pretty good.
I thought they had that game.
Yeah, they had a real chance.
I thought they had that game.
That's our Cardinals coverage for the week. Coach, who's this week's Upset Alert?
Well, I told you all the good things about Denver. Told you all how good their defense was.
Surprise.
I told you how good they've been at home. They actually have the longest home win streak right now at 7 games. But I think the Jackson Dart, Scatterboo combination, the new energy that's been infused into that team. And what have the Giants been really good at this year? They've been really good at beating winning teams. Not too good against the losing teams, but they beat the Chargers and they beat the Eagles. Denver's coming off I don't know if you want to call it sloppy, lucky, ugly, however you want to categorize it, against the other New York team. And now with this group coming in, I just want to show you defensively what's happened, because like I said, with these young guys, they can infuse energy into the offense, but they can also infuse energy into the defense. So the first 3 weeks, pre-Dart, that's where they were. Okay, points per game, total yards, rush yards per game, takeaways. Now we insert that combination. Now we bump up to 6th, 15th, 13th, and 8th. So there's been a transformation to some degree, and it's going to be tested. And it's not only going to be tested, but Denver to some degree is calling their shot. But the nice thing about these young guys too, They don't know what they don't know. And they're going to go in, and I think there'll be enough to carry the day.
Outright win, correct?
Outright win,
They're all outright wins. I love the pick. I do have a question. I don't understand the bar. What's a Mile High Darty?
A darty is like a party for colleges.
Oh, I forgot about
like
that.
frat boys,
Yeah.
like big frat parties.
So this is you're calling Jackson Dart and Scattaboo frat guys?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I never heard of
Party
a
in the
darty.
day.
You've never heard of darties, a
Because
day
you're old.
party?
I just called it a day party.
Come on, Unc.
No, you're the youngest person on the show, but you are the oldest.
Some of us have to
I
infuse some youthful
understand I
energy
am
into it.
spiritually the oldest on the show, but I just always thought it was called a day party.
No.
Yeah, now they're called darties.
Darties?
Yeah.
Yes.
Gianna's shaking her head.
Gianna,
Yes,
right.
Gianna went to one before work today. Smelling like tequila.
Coach? Coach. Brou?
I do like that pick, Coach. I like that one. I'm not mad at that. But I need points.
No, Brou, time out.
Oh.
Before you go, can I ask a real question? Yeah. Because last year you kind of got off track because you're hunting points rather than what you really felt, and you said this year you weren't going to do that. And now we're at week 7, and it feels like you're back to
Interestingly, the one I hit big on, I can't remember which one. It was kind of just a feel thing. Right? But I feel this strongly, though. Atlanta at San Francisco.
I love this pick.
Right? I mean,
Going against Purdy.
I'm shocked. Now, this bit me before. Who was it? I was shocked Houston was the underdog against somebody and they lost.
Yeah.
They bit me early. I'm shocked, though, that Atlanta's not favored.
Really?
You're really going big game hunting with that.
I know, it's only 2.5. But like I said, I
Wait,
need
I
love
points.
this pick.
I need
Way to
points.
chase the big points.
Look, Atlanta, the run, their offense is versatile. The last 3 games, Coach, they've averaged almost 30 points. All right, so without Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, how are they stopping Atlanta? That can do it in the air and do it on the ground with Bijan. And then on the other side, I know he's your boy, Mac Jones. He came back to earth a little bit. I'm not saying he's going to have a terrible game, but that defense is very good.
That's true. No, it's Mac.
Purdy hadn't even practiced.
Mac.
It's definitely Mac. And that defense is like arguably the best pass defense in the league right now. And so Atlanta's is. So I'm shocked that San Francisco's favored. I get it. It is in the BayArea. But, yeah.
That was
I think
almost
this is
one of Nick's picks, bro.
Yeah, that
Falcons
to me
plus
is
2,
a
2.5.
no-brainer.
I love that pick.
No-brainers.
Time now for a real treat. Puxatawny Phila football is back. Why do they call you Puxatawny Phila football? Covered
Why?
for a little log? No. See the future. Wilds alert. Part 1.
Part 1.
That's right. Saints straight up over Bears.
Okay.
Few reasons. 1, Saints this season getting close.
Yeah, that is
Just
true.
playing with fire. played the Bills pretty close. Patriots won, but we were taking kneel downs like, gosh, I hope Spencer Rattler doesn't get the ball back. Against Mac Jones, lost by 5. Against the Cardinals, lost by 7. Seahawks put on, but you watch the Saints like, I don't think you guys are actually this bad.
The Bills, it was a 2-point game with 7 minutes left. They ended up losing by 12, but they were
But it was
right
close.
there. Yeah.
Also, all right, can Alvin Kamara run on the Bears even if you don't believe in Spencer Rattler, which I do? Bears, Dolphins giving up 168 yards, Bears giving up 156, so you can get the job done on the ground. And then finally, Spencer Rattler. Finally watched him for a whole game. Sorry, I hadn't watched a
Ton of
whistle to whistle Saints game in quite a long time. But Spencer Rattler's pretty good. I feel like we were watching like, you have a franchise quarterback. You don't need to be thinking
I
about the
forget
draft.
who it was. Somebody, a podcast I was listening to last week, said if Spencer Rattler were a first-round pick, people would be talking about him as a franchise quarterback.
Yes, he looks like a franchise quarterback.
If he were drafted where Bo Nix was,
Yes.
and Bo Nix were drafted where he was, as like
I
a
get it.
mid-first-round pick.
Wilds upset alert part 2.
What is this?
You can't get up.
You don't get it. What are you doing?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
If I can't get a part 2,
You going with 2 upsets?
2 upset alerts
you
picks.
can't.
You know
and
you
I'm
only
willing,
get points for
I
one.
am willing,
This is your points.
if I don't get them both, to get nothing.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Wait, I'm willing to do that
Wait,
too.
Right.
How are you
No,
changing
no.
the rules?
Sure, I got. Coach, great call. Straight up Giants over the Broncos. Me and Coach together. But I'm putting it all on the line. 2 upset alerts
So
for
hold
the
on.
price of
Hold
1.
on.
Then I'm going to take Tampa over Detroit.
No,
For my second
You
one.
got a second one?
Yeah.
Brew, do you want a second
I
one?
want Tampa over
Can we
Detroit.
see the
Tampa
rule?
over
Is this in the
Detroit.
rule?
Hold on a second.
This is not in
Wait
the
a
rule.
second.
I got
It's
2 of them.
it's defi-
Saints over Bears and Giants over Broncos.
It's definitely
not moving the number.
Wait, it's definitely not in the rules. However, Brew, I think we should talk about this just for a second before we get to Nick's picks.
Told you.
I think it might be in your interest to allow them to do this because what they're saying is it's a parlay. If they do not, they need both of these to come in or they get 0 points. So if the Saints beat the Bears, but the Giants don't beat the Broncos, Wilds gets 0 points. Coach, I would.
If my 2 hit, you guys will have no chance the rest of
Coach,
the
you're
season.
adding
So
Tampa
what's your second one?
Tampa over
Detroit?
Detroit.
officially.
Yeah, I'll add
It's
it.
got to be on the bar.
Oh, no.
Tampa over Detroit.
Okay. I'll take it.
Well, you take what?
I'm staying with my one.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
y'all
bro.
can parlay.
Yeah, you guys are crazy.
Y'all going double or nothing.
Yeah.
You got 2 tough ones
Wow.
too, Coach.
Okay, I mean, yeah.
they're both
All
hitting.
By the way, this is a 1 week
up by
thing. We're
90.
not doing this every week. Wilds did break it. KW, what time is it?
Oh, it's time for the hottest segment in all sports, part 2, because we do it twice.
Yes.
Nick's picks.
Thank you. Man of integrity, am I not, Brew?
You are. I'm
On the
impressed.
call, Dust
Very
tried
much
to give
so.
me a push for the
Yep.
Cowboys game. He thought they were 3-point dogs. They lost by 3. I was like, no, they're 3-point favorites. That's a loss. I'll take my loss like a man. Hey, listen. But much like my Knicks picks have mirrored the Kansas City Chiefs this year identically. Through 6 weeks, 500, coming off our best week of the year, and everyone recognizes probably the best in the world doing it right
Back
now.
with turning tide.
Chiefs blew out the Lions as underdogs. Tampa easily covers. Cowboys not so good. Last week, I did all quarterbacks I trust and all favorites. This week is where the real money is made. Grimy, ugly games where we're getting real value. Starting with the New York Giants, +7 is our first
We're
pick.
all on it.
Dave, let me add something you guys didn't mention. Dable, 5-2 against the spread with extra rest. Also, a very weird spot where Denver played Sunday in London.
Yeah.
The Giants played Thursday at home, and now they're playing this Sunday. So there is that. I don't think the Broncos have the ability to blow out a team right now because the offense is so meager. I think they can win outright. I don't need them to win outright. I just need them not to get blown out. I'll take the 7. Next one. I swore on my children I wouldn't bet on the Titans as long as Brian Callahan was the coach.
Forward.
He's not the coach. We are back, baby. Brian Callahan.
Wow.
The record will never be broken. Honestly, I guarantee it will never be broken. He finishes his career 4-19 against the spread. Worse than any coach in NFL history. Fired coach bump. New England 3rd straight road game. Again, it's 7 points for the Titans. I don't need them to win outright, KW. I just need it to be 21-17. Titans +7.
They're giving Brave
And
game
last
ball.
but not least,
Vrabel game ball.
by the way, 2 of these are in direct conflict with Danny. One of the ugliest games of the year. It is the Jets +1.5. So just very quick little gambling tale here. This game opened with the Jets as 1.5-point favorites. So if you wanted to bet Carolina the way Danny did, you could have gotten them getting 1.5. It's now gone the other way to where you're laying 1.5. Everything I know about gambling history tells me all the bettors that didn't care about that 3-point line swing are going to get screwed here because it's somehow going to be a 1-point game in one direction or another. Also, Bryce Young has played 18 career road games. He's a favorite. Do you know what he's a favorite this week, but 18 games in his career. Do you know what his record on the road is? Not against the spread, just his win-loss record in 18 career road games. 1-17, and I'm getting points. If the Jets don't win this, they're just simply not going to win all year. Jets +1.5. There it is. 3 ugly. I went from going with Dak Baker Mahomes to dartboard fields. Don't care. 3 dogs, 3 winners. That's a tough, hard-fought 3-0 week and direct contradiction with Danny on 2 of the 3. So there's going to be a big swing in the standings.
Love it.
Thank you, Coach.
Those aren't bad.
KW, I know you don't like the Titans one, but you would be thrilled with a 20-14 win.
I just, as coach said it will be an interesting game for the Patriots when they want to win this game for Mike Vrabel, and I don't think 7 will be enough. I think it's going to be pedal to the metal.
Maybe it'll be pedal to the metal, and then maybe they start turning it over, and then they dial it back.
No.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.